Land is key to Māori identity. Toi tū te whenua, toi tū te tangata. Without land, humankind is nothing. And our name today, Ngāti Whātua Ōrākei, it actually reflects our history of loss, because we used to be Ngāti Whātua ki Tāmaki. We were everywhere, across the Manukau and the Waitemata. Because we ended up with only a quarter of an acre left at Ōrākei and scraping out an existence on the land, we became known as the Ngāti Whātua at Ōrākei. We effectively became squatters on our own ancestral land, and then our people just leaving and moving to the four winds. Part of our restoration is demonstrating to our people, re-educating them that actually we are Ngāti Whātua ki Tāmaki. Unlike other regions, we did not have a lot of pre-treaty contact with European settlers, so we were pretty ignorant of the customs and thinking of Europeans. It wasn't until 1840 that our chiefs came up with a new strategy, seeing the huge change that was about to sweep across the country with the signing of the treaty in the north, which we signed in March 20, that we sought a new strategy, which was to actively seek European settlement here on the shores of the Waitemata. September 1840, our chiefs gathered to transfer the first block of land, which was 3,000 acres, and that was the first block of land that we had agreed to gift. We call it a tuku rangatira, to give use rights to those who you're in a relationship or a partnership with. However, when the final deed was drawn up a month later, they had shifted the boundary and took 500 extra acres on day one, so it didn't bode well for future land transactions. So by 1860, when the Native Land Court was set up, all we had left was a 700-acre block at Ōrākei. So we had lost our interest and control over all of central Auckland and the upper Waitemata. And by 1951, all of those interests had been purchased except for a 13-acre block, which was finally taken under the Public Works Act at Ōkahu Bay and turned into the rugby fields and park that are there today. So 1951, all we were left with was the cemetery, the Urupā, a quarter of an acre. Sihu Kāwharu termed that period as cultural genocide. For the next 4 decades, we didn't have a marae. We didn't have any land. That had huge impacts on us, on our confidence, on our identity and who we are. But we've come back from that. In 1978, after the Bastion Point occupation, we had the return of a few houses. Then in 1998, purchased the block of land that we're sitting on here. We're coming up to $2 billion worth of assets that we've managed to accumulate, and not because of any Crown handouts. $3 million in 1991, $18 million in 2012. That's not a lot of money. And we've advanced a lot, but I've always say we're only about 5 to 10% of where we were at 1840, where we were the masters of our own destiny. Our focus is on rebuilding the confidence, the self-belief in our people, so that they are contributing fully as tribal members firstly, but then also as citizens of Tāmaki Makaurau. We need our people firstly to be a good Ngāti Whātua, but a good Ngāti Whātua is obviously going to be good for Aotearoa, New Zealand and Auckland itself as well. And it's our job to continue to be Ngāti Whātua knowing the deeds of our ancestors, our connections to other people and tribes, our songs, our karakia, our language, and we're very focused on restoring that in all of our people.